I like it. I have got hair stuck on my lips. You can dream, Nick, you can dream. Welcome back. Or, if you are new, welcome. For today's video, am I reaching? 100%. I am... Is it raining? No. Truck reversing. Anyways, today I am doing a Cindy Crawford inspired look. We're not going to completely recreate it because, let's be honest, I'm no 90s supermodel. So let's give this a good old go. Very, 100%, million percent not gonna achieve this like they have to her. Look at her face. Once again, I'll put the photo here again for you. Look at her go. If you haven't already, hit subscribe down below. Oh, my little face in the corner. Thank you muchly. Let's get into it, shall we? Yeah, just gonna start this by prepping the skin with some primer water. This one's from Primark. One more for good luck, I guess. I have already moisturised and all that stuff. I've layered on many a moisturiser because I need something going for me. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, we're gonna take our tinted moisturiser because I don't think she was going full coverage, you know. I think she was just genuinely this flawless. So we're gonna do the Laura Mercier tinted moisturiser in the shade 2, but that's what I get. I get tongue twisted because I was trying to show off by saying it so fast. But anyways, it's in 2W1 natural. That's what I was trying to say, apparently. Blend it with my brush. We're now going to go in with the Huge, as if that tinted moisturiser wasn't the Huge, but oh well. I'm going to go with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. She's got very flawless under eyes, so we are going to add a little bit more than usual. Cover any blemishes, but also use this to highlight. And blend with my brush. Okay, now that we are concealed to the best of our ability, still some markings peeking through, but oh well, nothing we can do. I'm gonna do some cream bronzer. So this is the Soleil de Tan Chanel on a little brush. I'm gonna swirl it in. That might have been too big of a swirl. Oh, we'll see though. Oh, it's just right. Look at this go. I'm gonna pop this pretty much all over the face. To have an all over glowy look. One thing I do love about this look is that she doesn't have the really thin eyebrows, because obviously this was like 90s, early 2000s look, you know, with the big hair and all that stuff. So I was expecting her to have the tiny thin brows, but she doesn't, and it's great because now that means we can just go for it on our normal brows. Not that I was gonna try and attempt the thin brow look, but at least we match. Do you know what I mean? We have a bit more going for us. Make sure we get the forehead. Did they wear blush back then? I don't think she was wearing blush. We'll see how we feel once we've set the face and all that stuff. And then, yeah, we'll just see how we're matching up. So we're going to use the Arcerino colour powder, put some in the lid. I'm going to use my poofy pad. First, make sure there's no creasing under the eyes. And we're going to set the T-zone. Living in this new house now is really weird because in my old house, we weren't like attached to a house either side. So if there was like a bang or something in the house, like walking around, like I'd be like, oh, somebody's come home. But here I'm like, is my sister back or is it next door? I'm setting the entire face, by the way, but lightly with this brush now where we put the bronzer. Okay, we are now going to contour because it's essential. First of all, we're going to take a big brush like this. We're going to do the jawline. Was that a dog? Yes. Thank you for clarifying. You best believe we are doing cheekbones too. We're gonna go. Also gonna take some up here on the temple. Just gonna drag it back into the hairline. Now we're gonna do our nose contour. So I'm gonna take a small little fluffy brush like this. Lift the nose. She's got such a structure now. She's got like a Bella Hadid nose, like where it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's proper structured. I always thought that 90s Cindy Crawford and 90s Julia Roberts were the same person. Like, tell me she's not from Pretty Woman. Do you know what I mean? Like, she looks like she's the character in Pretty Woman, but she's not. Switch brushes, by the way, to this like big angled brush, just so I can really get this where I need it. Anybody else already thinking about the Halloween costume? I know it's only June. Just started June as well. We're like 6th of June right now, so I'm already thinking like, what could I go as? Me and my sister do have the giant inflatable dinosaurs, but at the same time, like, what if we go somewhere I can't go, I mean I can very much go outside in my dinosaur costume, I have done before, but I feel like it's not the vibe, do you know what I mean? I could be wrong, people could absolutely dig it, but I'm thinking I go something, you know, serious this year, because I haven't done anything for Halloween in a while. We'll see, we'll see. We'll see close to the time. Nick, you need to calm down. You've got 4 months to think of this. It does not need to be sorted right now. Okay, now I'm just going to take my poof pad and some more powder. Just put it on the tip. We're going to go down the sides of the nose, just to chisel out the contour. Also going to add some back here underneath this contour. Should we do brows real quick, just get them out of the way? I think so too. Just going to brush my brows up. And I like to use powder. Well, I don't like to use powder. It's just all I've been able to find since my pencil ran out. I'm gonna use an angled brush into an eyeshadow. And her eyebrows are pretty much, she's got quite a similar shape to me. Look at me go. Come on, Cindy. One and the same. Obviously not. You can dream, Nick, you can dream. I'm just filling in where any sparse areas are right now. I'm gonna keep this. She's got like a point, she's got kind of like a pointy arch, so we'll try and point that out just a tiny bit, not too much, otherwise I will look like I'm mad. Blend this front line up. There you have it, we have a brow, everybody. Wait, end of that is looking a bit bold, so we will just fill you in a little bit, darling. It's one intense brow when you're comparing to the not done one. Okay, we are going to go in with a little bit of powder bronzer. So this is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced, only because she's very bronzy and I'm very much not. So we're just gonna go over the top of where we put the other one. I'm gonna keep it more to the back of the face to begin with, and then bring whatever's left on the brush down, just so that we get that look, you know, that all the 90s supermodels and supermodels today just have effortlessly. Love that for them. Just gonna take my fluffy brush now and brush away the bake, I guess, from around the face. Great, that's just deposited fluff everywhere. Okay, I think I am just going to add the tiniest bit of blush, but it's not really blush. It's just I feel like this part of the face is going to look really bland when I put highlighter. She got highlighter on? She doesn't even have highlighter on. Does she? I just feel like it looks a bit, it needs something else. So I'm going to go into here and I'm going to take this like bronzy one from in here. Just add it over the cheek area. And I like to take my fluffy brush, and if you just brush from the inside of the face outwards, helps just lightly diffuse the colours in together, do you know what I mean? Just gonna give the face a light spritz with the water stuff that we used before, just to help marry it all together. Can we go with my description words today? Okay, to start on the eyes. I'm not really looking forward to the eyes because they are cool toned, and I'm not one to normally dabble with the cool tones, so we'll see how this goes though. I am going to try and stick to one palette because I tend to move about town on my palettes, but we're going to try and stick to the good old faithful Tartelette and Bloom palette. So first of all, we're going to take this colour Jet Setter, which is like a cool tone brown. It's the one I use for my contour. There's fluff on my mouth. First of all, I'm going to add this to the crease all the way through, just to add the definition first of all, and wing it back slightly to create that look, you know what I mean? I need to stop using that sound to describe everything when it comes to makeup. If you want to look snatched, it's in my mind. I'm going to take a little bit more of it and run it along the lower lash line. I'm also, right, I'm just going to take now quite a bit of it. We're going to put it on the outer part of the eye, on the lid, and back through the crease again. And then whatever's left of the brush, we're going to run it all over. Now I'm going to go into the shade Smoke Show, which is this like dark brown, I think. And we're going to lightly, I'm going to take the end of the brush and just lightly go over the outer part of the eye. Kind of run it through the crease as well with whatever's left. And then under the eye, just on the outer half. See, her eyes look really like dark and smoky, but at the same time she's got like eyeliner on both lash lines. So that's definitely going to elevate things. So I'm not trying to go too dark with the eyeshadow right now, because I know that it's probably the eyeliner that's doing the most here. Okay, then just to blend everything together so that, because she doesn't look like it's this cool toned. Like I've literally got like a straight up cool tone brown and a near enough black shade on my eye. It doesn't look this cool tone. So I'm going to go into the colour Smarty Pants, which is just a bit of a warmer brown. I'm going to use this in the crease just to diffuse everything. Let's do some eyeliner and then we'll see if it still needs to go darker. I'm going to take this e.l.f. brown eyeliner pencil, pull down my eyelid, pop this in the waterline. I'm going to extend out the waterline out here just a little bit. I'm just using the angled brush that we use for our eyebrows just to extend that eyeliner we just did out here just a little bit, just so we can see where it is. Now I'm going to go back with my eyeliner brush into that colour smoke show that we used before, and we're going to use this to line the upper lash line and connect up to that line we did coming from the bottom. And then we're just going to extend this line out just a little bit more. Okay, now that the eyeliner is done, I'm going to go back in with our brush into the colour smoke show and a little bit of the two colours down here as well. You can't even see those two, sorry. I'm going to add these to the outer part of the eye by here. Just kind of blend it inwards. Okay, now I'm going to curl the eyelashes. I'm first of all going to coat them with the Sky High mascara from Maybelline. I should have got a can of Pepsi just to be on brand, you know what I mean? I do love a Pepsi, I'm not gonna lie. Pepsi Max is where it's at. When did they stop doing it as like a white can? Because I remember it so like intensely from when I was like a child. Was it even a thing? Because I remember... Do I? Yeah, it was. They had a white can at one point, right? Because I know she's holding a white can. They had a white can. Unless I had like the knockoff version. Wouldn't put it past me. But no, I remember a white can. Why did they stop doing white cans? Using the Maybelline Lash Sensational now in the waterproof one. Just over the top. Now, for lips. First we're going to go in with the Barry M lip liner in the shade Chocolate to overline. Blended it with my finger, by the way, so it's not so harsh. I'm gonna go over the top of the top lip. Then I'm gonna go in with the Barry M lip liner in the shade Toast, which is just a slightly lighter brown. I'm gonna go over the lips just to bring in the lip liner from the other one. Now I'm gonna go in with the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector. I'm gonna use this over the entirety of the lips. And this is the finished makeup look. I don't mind it. I was a little scared, a little bit skeptical about the cool toned eyes, but why is it making my eyes pop? Can you see it on camera? I don't think you can. But like I've got like green eyes with a bit of orange around the middle, and they look green right now in real life. The green is greening the way I like it to green. I like it. I'm no Cindy Crawford, I'm no 90's supermodel, but I feel like they knew what they were doing when it came to the makeup, 100%. So, oh, voice disappeared. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. It would mean the world and so much more. And I shall see you in the next video. I have got hair stuck on my lips. Anyway, bye.